Today's video, we're going to talk about how to shampoo your seats in Guelph Ontario and Wellington County. As you can see, this is my GMC Acadia front passenger side seat. You can see there's a lot of water staining right here. It's very easy. It's very simple. A lot of people overcomplicate it here. We're going to show you today what tools we're going to be using for this, and how you can do this for under 10 bucks. Let's get started. All right, so all you need really is three things. First, you get a spray bottle. Right now, we have a dedicated carpet cleaning shampoo here for our business, but what you can do is go home, fill this up with water, add a little bit of squirt of some Dawn dish soap. Make sure it's warm water with some Dawn dish soap, and a spray bottle. You will need a hand brush. This is from Dollarama, like $1.50 or so. It's from, and you can see it's medium stiffness. It's not harsh enough to scratch any sort of cloth seats. And then you need some high quality microfiber towels here. These are Costco towels. I bought them about a pack of 30 of them for like 20 bucks. If you don't want to buy 30 towels of microfiber, you can also just go to Dollarama. They should have one each individual one very cheaply here. But the microfiber towels and the technique we're going to show you is the key way to get rid of the stains. Okay. So let's walk you through. And before I get started here, the most important thing I need to mention to you guys is this. When it comes to shampooing your seats, the less moisture you put in your vehicle, the less moisture you got to take out of your vehicle. Okay, a lot of people take out this fancy, the Bissell Spot Clean Pro, Bissell whatnot. Those are actually going to do a worse quality job. We actually only use the, I guess it's called an extractor, very rarely on our jobs, because most of the time, 9 times out of 10, if you ever go to a junkyard and you see a really nasty seat and you rip open the seat, the foam below the seat, which is the majority of the thickness, is actually clean, surprisingly. It's this outermost layer, the skin, that gets dirtier. So what we're actually doing is we clean the outermost layer here. And no, we're not cutting corners because, like I mentioned, if it's a deeper spill, if you spill like a really half a cup of coffee or like a liter of milk or whatever, then yes, we'll have to bring in the extractor. But for 9 times out of 10 stains like these, this is what we use. Okay, so as mentioned, grab your water and Dawn dish soap. What is it called? Mixture. In our scenario, we don't have that. We actually have our rinse the swatch, which is our shampoo, and we're gonna actually give about only 15 to 20 sprays or so. Okay, so you'd be surprised, right? You don't need much liquid. Each spray is about 1.1 milliliters of liquid. So we're gonna add about 20 milliliters of liquid here, and we're gonna spread that. Generally, we're going to be very spread on this. Once you spray the seat, grab your hand brush that I showed you earlier from from Dollarama and just start scrubbing. We typically use this drill brush, but for today's scenario, we're just going to use this combo. Okay, and then after that, grab your microfiber towel, fold it in fours, and use the fluffy side here. Okay, the fluffy side is more important. You can see towel has a low pile side, it's less fluffy, and a fluffier side, which is typically better at absorbing things. Okay, so fold it into fours and push into it and rub against it. You're picking up all that water spotting that Guelph and Wellington has, and you can see already that dirt is accumulating on that towel already. Eh? This method does a really good job so that you don't have to worry about a soggy bottom. We only implement about 20 mils of liquid as well. So I like to flip it to a dry side as well, fluffy dry side. Remove as much of that liquid as you can, because if you add a lot of liquid, what's going to happen is you're going to start wicking the surface. And you're pushing the dirt and the stains down deeper to the foam. And then you have a hard time to dry it. So you can see a lot of that's out. There's still a tiny bit of staining remaining. That's because we didn't use a more aggressive cleaner. Our spray bottle is actually even more lighter than your Dawn dish soap. If you use Dawn dish soap and water, it should get rid of those stains. We use something a bit more gentle. I'm going to use an all-purpose cleaner here. We always use the least aggressive method first, right? If you have a 2025 vehicle and trying to get rid of stains, I wouldn't really bother with this method, because If you overspray, Dawn Bissell on the rest of the plastics, it might like dry it out. So always use the least aggressive method first, and then go for something more aggressive. Look at that. No extractor needed. There's a bit of water spawning here. Okay, there wasn't much liquid involved here. So 1 or 2 sprays max. Okay. Again, the more liquid you pour into the vehicle, the more you gotta take out. Okay. Look at that. And the key thing here is you put a lot of liquid. Once it fully dries out, if you did a bad job, it's gonna look stained again. But in this scenario, you can see looks much better. You can barely see any stain here, and that's the power of this very simple method. It's the system. It's the way you clean your seats and the way you clean your glass, which we'll make another video down the line. That is, that will teach you how to do it right. So, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe for more content like this in Guelph Ontario. Take care.